Thank you all so much for clicking on today's video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about something quite interesting. And Mom is joining us once again, Faith. And go check out her channel. I'll leave a link for that down in the description down below. This video is also going to be posting over on her channel as well. So for any of the viewers over there on her channel watching this, thank you so much for tuning in. So what are we going to be talking about in today's video?
We have an interesting article today from the New York Post, and it's entitled, "Is Your Pantry Clean and Organized?" According to Loyola University of Chicago, a professor that is classist, racist, and sexist, if your pantry is clean and organized. So let's just dive to this article. It shows this beautiful picture of an organized pantry, and it's from a TikToker, Life with Danielle. The pantry looks fine to me, but let's just jump on into it and see what Dr. Jenna Trenton from Loyola University has to say about Danielle's pantry. "Don't worry, while the economy is in the toilet, World War III creeps closer and banks are failing," Loyola University of Chicago Associate Professor of Marketing Dr. Trenton is digging deep into what really matters. Your organized pantry is classist, racist, and sexist. Social media platforms like TikTok and Pinterest are filled with examples of stylized pantries with coordinating jars, baskets, and labels. In a chaotic world, many find solace in controlling at least part of their world and prettifying their life. Trenton, however, sees a sinister motivation behind the trend. The New York Post reports, "If you ditched cereal boxes for uniformed glass containers and opted for plexiglass storage bins in your fridge, you may be engaging in classist, sexist, and racist behaviors," one Chicago professor contends. By the way, this woman is white.
Ooh, ouch.
And I'm pretty sure she's middle class at least, or upper middle class. So there you go. Okay. Dr. Jenna, though, Trenton, an associate professor of marketing at Loyola University, argued today that the recent obsession with organizing kitchen and pantry spaces, a TikTok trend she dubbed pantry porn, is pushing societal standards that the average American cannot keep up with, while tricking consumers into spending more money.
What?
The new minimalism approach is just a thinly veiled excuse to entice people to buy more items, containers, labels, storage spaces that give off the decluttered appearance of simple living. Trenton wrote for The Conversation, "Storing spices in coordinated glass jars and color coordinating dozens of sprinkle containers may seem trivial, but tidiness is tangled up with status, and messiness is loaded with assumptions about personal responsibility and respectability," the professor stated. Cleanliness has historically been used as a cultural gatekeeping mechanism to reinforce status distinctions based on a vague understanding of niceness. Nice people with nice yards and nice houses make for nice neighborhoods.
Sounds like the North.
This is very strange. Trenton writes, "What lies beneath the surface of this anti-messiness, pro-niceness stance is a history of classist, racist, sexist social structures. In my research, influencers who produce pantry porn are predominantly white women."
Oh my goodness.
That is so not true. That's so not true.
Real quick, we just wanted to tell y'all the best way to support the channel and what we do around here, because YouTube is trying to stuff us down the memory hole. So that means we don't make any money on YouTube. And the best way to support this show is checking out TheTexasBoys.com, where we got unvaccinated, unpasteurized, so all the good, awesome vitamins and minerals are still in this honey, and we sell it in 1 gallon. We just restocked our 1 gallon. We got our creamed honey, and also we have our own coffee roaster, a local coffee roaster. So we got some awesome high quality coffees. Go check them out. Also, we have our native mushroom blend with 7 different types of mushrooms in it, and it's really, really good. And it's really good for your brain as well to get through the day, and it leaves you not as shaky as coffee will do to you. So go check it out. Lots of awesome stuff. We also sell our tea in bulk over there, and we'll let y'all get back to the show. And just wanted to say real quick, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts if you've already went over and purchased something, and we'll let y'all get back to the show. All right, bye-bye.
Who demonstrate what it looks like to
bit.
maintain a nice home by creating a new status symbol, the perfectly organized, fully stocked pantry.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, what a misinterpretation of taking care of your home.
Yeah, for real. For real. It's absolutely just when they say it's like only white people that have a clean pantry, that's
so
absolutely offensive, because the first channel that pops up in my mind that is the direct opposite of what they're saying is Homestead Heart.
We follow many different homesteading channels, and I follow a lot of different mom channels that here's an alert, they're not all white people.
No.
Okay, so I think that it's racist and sexist and classist to just think and say that the only people who keep tidy, clean, neat homes are white people.
That's retarded.
That's horrible. That is so horrible. And
you are the racist, not.
Yes.
Oh my word.
Absolutely, you're the racist. I mean, I don't think that cleanliness and tidiness and keeping a nice pantry. I mean, my grandparents were immigrant farmers. They kept a nice, neat pantry, a fully stocked basement pantry, and also like a produce pantry. Now, granted, we didn't have plexiglass organized containers to put things in. We didn't have Walmart up the road to go to and get containers to put like rice and manageable portions of things in. But if they had that at their access, they probably would have done that.
Exactly.
Not just because it looks visually appealing, but just because it's practical.
It's super practical.
When you look at it, you can take inventory of what you have. That's, I think, I mean, maybe some people are doing it for the wrong reasons and just for appearance. That's strange to me. To me, I'm a very practical person. And to me, it's like, even if you're buying store-bought cereal, which we don't buy, but if you were buying store-bought products and putting them into glass jars or containers,
that's just me, though.
It makes it easier to, first of all, it keeps it predator proof, right? Rodent proof, bug proof. If you take your cereal out of those cardboard boxes, put it into hard plastic containers or glass jars, it protects your food from pests. But 2 is that you can look at it in a blink of an eye and you can say, oh, I'm running low on Cheerios, or oh, I got to get the kids more granola bars or something like that. If you're buying, store-bought things like that. But for our perspective, we eat a whole foods diet, and just to look and say, okay, I'm running a little low on my flour or my sugar or my beans, and I can just at a glance, it's very practical and handy. I don't think it's a tool that our grandparents necessarily had. I mean, unless they stored everything in glass jars. But it's very efficient and handy.
Absolutely.
This just boggles
and
my mind.
I think it's absolutely terrible to say that if your yard is clean, you are a sexist, racist person. So they're saying that we should have trailer trash yards with all of our, we should just when we have garbage and trash, we should just go sprinkle it around our yards. We shouldn't mow our yards. We shouldn't even maintain our property. It should be like a third world battle zone.
Right.
Which is absolutely, and they're saying too, is only white people have clean, neat yards. That's horrible. That's terrible to say,
it's
because
so terrible. It's
we
not
have
true.
dozens of awesome black neighbors, and they have beautiful yards.
Yes.
And we absolutely love them. And it's
most of the time we're trying to keep up,
Yeah,
like
we're-
maintain our yard
Yeah,
to
exactly.
keep it
To their
less
standards.
sloppy, to keep it to their standard, because their
Yeah.
yards are very
Beautiful.
well kept. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're country well kept.
Yeah.
You know, but the grass is mowed. There's not stuff all over. It's just nice and neat and tidy. And that same goes for our Mexican neighbors, our Hispanic, all the different
All of
types of
them.
neighbors. They maintain.
Yeah,
And
they're
they
great
don't have
people.
to. They
No.
don't have to. There's not, and not everybody maintains a nice, neat appearance. And it doesn't mean that they're not nice people.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And they're
mean,
not sexist, racist people.
No.
If they have a dirty yard too.
Yeah,
Or
we've had
vice
a
versa.
messy yard.
Oh, for many years.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely
From time to time.
wouldn't fit into the stereotypical, development type yard.
No,
I think
no, we would have the HOA down our throats.
Yeah.
Like on us every day of our life.
Sure, but we still we try to keep a nice, neat,
try.
tidy yard. I mean, just because the practicality of it. Again,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just if you have debris laying around your yard, you are going to be more prone to have rodents, to have
Yep.
bug problems, to have different things, and we try to keep it nice and neat. It's a farm. It's a working farm, so it's different. And the same goes for our pantry.
Yeah. And the thing is that this stupid university is writing this, and it's all these people that probably absolutely don't have a pantry, and they're
Right.
just talking out of the left side of their mouth, and it's just it makes no sense whatsoever.
Right.
Like every time they say something, normally it makes no sense, and it makes them look even more stupider. And this is another case for that, because there's stupider. Because I don't want to say the word, because that's offensive to certain people. So
Yeah.
anyway.
I believe that is true,
Mm-hmm.
is that probably this professor is very disconnected from the reality of maybe raising a family,
absolutely.
trying to have a pantry that is well stocked. Because, I mean, she says in the beginning of this article that the world economy is going down the toilet. World War III is creeping closer. Banks are failing. Yes, all of these things are happening.
Yeah.
And at the same time, while all these things are happening, women are stocking their pantries. They're building their pantries,
Which
like
is smart.
never before. We have gone through the last few years of shortages, food shortages, inflation, shrinkflation. A lot of things have been happening. So you kind of just see the handwriting on the wall. And what's happened is that we're starting to get organized. We're starting to, and that serves everyone.
Yeah.
Like, even if the economy does better and there aren't any more shortages, walking into a well-stocked pantry, no matter
Absolutely.
what your class or race or
It's so silly.
economy is, or how clean and tidy or messy your house is, it's just crazy. Having food in your pantry is always a good thing, and being able to keep it pest proof is always a good thing. Keeping things labeled and organized is great. I think that this is horrible, and it's so racist.
Oh, it's terrible. And I think it's another thing that they're trying to do, and they're trying to stack up these chips. So then when they're trying to divide us as Americans against other Americans, and so then they're going to try to divide us by color. They're going to try to divide us by left and right. They're going to try to divide us now on when you drive by and you see a neat, tidy yard or whatever. Then they're going to be like, oh, they're racist, sexist people.
They're white people.
They're white
That's
supremacists.
not even true.
That's not even
true.
Is not even true.
By observation.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is so silly.
there are people of every color that have
Yeah.
messy yards, and
Yeah.
we've had a messy yard at different times, and there's people at every color that have a nice,
Beautiful
neat,
yards.
tidy yard.
Yeah.
And And it's the same with pantries. I'm sure there's people of every color that have messy pantries.
Yep,
And
we have had a very messy pantry.
yeah, I
Here
just,
and there.
you know, it's a lot of time,
upkeep,
and effort to maintain it, to keep it organized, to keep it clean. Yeah, I don't know. This is just such a disconnect. But, you know, you're talking about someone who probably eats out several times a week. Maybe she has like 2.1 children,
1.3,
you know, 1.3 children, and lives in a very cushy world herself where she can.
And then when she sees all these traditional moms like stockpiling and trying to keep a neat, organized life, she's like, you racist, sexist person.
Or you're only doing that for appearance, which maybe there are some people just doing it for appearance.
You know,
that's silly to me.
Yeah.
To me, the whole idea of it is practical.
Yeah.
It's practical reasons to do it.
So, all right, y'all. So that will do it for the show for today. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And we love y'all so much. And once again, just wanted to say a big, big, big thank you from the bottom of our hearts to everyone that has purchased something over at TheTexasBoys.com. Go check it out. There's all types of stuff over there for everyone. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.